Yes.
They follow no code either of ethics or of age. They follow no code of responsibility or righteousness. All they are interested in is producing progeny which will run federation after federation to the detriment of athletes and to the detriment of India. Enough is enough.
Enough
You
is
know
enough.
what the
Raninder
Supreme
Singh,
Court should do?
Yes.
It should take this position suo moto, disband this
Yeah.
entire goddamn IOA and have fresh people
And fresh
drawn
elections.
from the
Let me
athletic
just bring in
world
Raninder Singh of the
to
National
actually
Rifle
run our
Association.
sports federation.
Raninder Singh.
Lord Sebastian
Yeah.
Coe, 1 minute,
Yes.
Lord Sebastian Coe headed the London Olympics, not some deputy ex-chief minister of Haryana. That's the reality, Sonia, that we must come to terms with.
Raninder Singh, you're a politician. You're also thankfully below the age limit, but you're a politician as well. And this is a question that's often asked: has politics ruined Indian sport? We know that Lochan Singh and Abhay Chautala have said that Randhir Singh, whose faction you're part of, is behind this whole plot to get India suspended because then he wants to take control somehow.
Rubbish.
Is politics eventually behind this? And why are politicians so attracted to Indian sport anyway?
Sonia, I'm glad you asked this question. It's like the big pot calling the small kettle black. I mean, here we have a gentleman who had the greatest opportunity, if he was such a great pontificator of Indian sport and what he could do good for Indian sport, to have simply said, all right, I withdraw. Even I was on your channel a few days ago as your guest. I suggested that why don't you withdraw from the election, sort out the mess, and then have an election with the consent of all parties concerned, including the
Very
IOC
right.
and the government of India.
But it would have been the same bunch of
I think
characters,
my
Raninder Singh. Who
venerable-
would have
my
been the new
venerable friend
people
Mr.
in?
Sohail Seth has hit.
Who would have been the new? It would have been the same characters playing
Listen,
some
it's not a
musical
question of
chairs.
new people in. Please understand Sonia, let's understand the issue here. All right, he's right. Suhail is right. You can't hide behind high court orders and all that. Did somebody go and tell the court that the IOC is not against the sports code? They are saying you cannot impose it. So who has stopped the IOA or the
True.
executive or the
Absolutely.
various factions who wanted to get elected into the thing? Who has stopped them from making it a voluntary decision? I did it in the NRAI. Within 1 month of taking over as president, I called the general body of the NRAI. I explained to them. I said, these are reasonable things. They are giving us 17 crores a year, the government of India. If they want transparency, they have a right to it.
No,
if they want that new energy should be in sports bodies, etc., what is wrong with it? Why can't we have an age and tenure bar? I asked them, I asked my general body, I said, please
No, but
accept it with
also-
grace
also
or
Raninder
have it
Singh,
done
why
by the
can't we have
danda.
more- so why can't we
Everybody
have more
voted
ex-sportsmen?
for the graceful route
Sohail
and
said also-
we are in...
Sohail said also made the point that Lord Sebastian Coe
But
in
I
the
have,
London Olympics.
no,
Why can't
listen,
we have more?
you can't paint, you cannot paint. Sonia, it's a very dangerous, Sonia, it's a very dangerous predicament when you paint every politician or every federation head with the same brush of tar. That's not fair.
Let's see the
I am a
results is your
sportsman.
point.
I am competing in the Grand Prix, in the Indian Open Grand Prix day after tomorrow. So I mean, yeah, I got a medal in the nationals. I come in the top 10 in my event in shooting. So
Right.
how can you say that I'm not a sportsman?
So you're a sportsman.
All right.
So that's
And
a
let's
great
also understand
combination to
something
have.
very
Other
clearly.
politicians like
Not
that.
every, not
Is
every,
80-year-old
not-
Mr. V.K. Malhotra also
No,
a
no,
good archer?
but my
Let me
point
just
is
give
also-
Mr. Talochan
no,
Singh in on that.
please
Who-
give
no,
me a
Raninder,
minute.
I'm just going to come back to you.
Sonia.
I just want to get Mr. Talochan Singh because he's been hearing both everyone on the other panel. But Mr. Talochan Singh, let me ask you one fact which has been brushed under the carpet by the IOA, the new team, is the fact that the Indian International Olympic Committee's Ethics Commission had written to you all saying that Mr. Lalit Bhanot, the man infamous for his remarks on hygienic toilets and who's charged with corruption in the Commonwealth Games, can't be back. In fact, he's now promoted. He's the Secretary General of the Indian Olympic Association. How can that be brushed under the carpet? Your president, Mr. Abhay Chautala, has
Now
charges of
there's a
corruption
correction,
against him.
Sonia. It's not the Indian Olympic Association.
Sonia,
Yes.
Sonia, I think you allow me to, I
ahead.
think people, my colleagues here
Yes, go
have
ahead.
explained their viewpoint. We should be based on our facts.
Yes.
Number one, IOC has taken this decision without waiting for the decision of the IO Olympic Committee tomorrow. Now, they couldn't stop for a day. Okay, what is the decision of the IOA? Number one.
No, but what about
Number
Mr.
two,
Lalit Bhanot? What
Government
about
of
Mr.
India
Lalit
wrote a
Bhanot? A
letter to
specific question on
IOC.
Mr. Lalit Bhanot, sir.
No, no.
Sonia, they
Sonia,
wrote 4 letters.
Lalit
They
Bhanot
wrote
has
4
not been
letters where they
convicted.
specified
If,
what they have to
Indian
say.
laws allows him and his paper have been accepted, his paper have been accepted by the Chief Justice of High Court. So who am I to give comment? There are 3 members, all judges. They have cleared his paper.
Yes, but
so
they-
who can deny
but
that?
we derive our
we should
authority from
be
the IOC
based on
in the
fact
IOA.
that IOC
Not from
has
the government
done,
of India and its
So-
IOC
here's
has
taken-
done at this age.
It's not about charge sheets, it's about you're guilty.
Yeah, I think-
You're innocent till proven guilty. So Sohail said you're responding very vehemently to that. Go ahead.
No. Let me tell you. Let me
Either
tell
you're a
you.
member
of the
Mr.
Olympic
movement
Lochani
or you're
has
not.
made
Against
two
not
comments.
only-
Let me. One
You
minute.
see, we
one minute.
should
Let
follow
me,
the land
let me
of law.
demolish.
Yes,
let
Mr.
me
Yes,
demolish
go ahead.
both those
Yes, Mr.
comments.
Sohail said, go ahead.
एक मिनट यार तलोचन जी मैनू भी बोल लें दियो ना तुसी मैनू भी बोल लें दियो let me tell you let me demolish
मेरे तो
his
बोलਣ नहीं
2
ਦਿੱਤਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ
points
ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਬੜੀ
comprehensive
ਗੱਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗਲਤ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਗਲਤ ਨਾ ਕਹੀਏ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੱਚਾਈ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਰੱਖੀਏ
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਹੋ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ
ਦੇਖੋ,
ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਆ
ਲੜਾਈ
ਬੋਲਣ ਤੇ ਦਿਓ ਯਾਰ
IOC
ਦਾ
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਾ ਤੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਨਾ ਬੋਲਣ ਦਿੰਦੇ
Let Mr. Sohail
No, no.
go ahead.
One thing we
I'm
should
very impressed with your Bengali, with your
minute,
Calcutta
Marco,
Punjabi.
mainu
Go ahead,
bolne
Mr.
do.
Seth.
I will just say 3 things.
let
One,
we discuss
to blame the judiciary for
Mr.
our
Let
own
Mr. Seth go
sins
ahead.
is
Go ahead, Mr.
grossly
Seth.
unfair. Number 2, SY Qureshi, one of the finest chief election commissioners this country has ever had, ran general elections but couldn't manage to run the elections of this particular body. Number 3, as Raminder says, we draw the word Olympics from an Olympics association, not from the Indian Obfuscation Association. So what these people are now doing is obfuscating the real issue. The real issue is Lalit Bhanot is perceptually seen to be corrupt. Do we not have any human being in India other than Lalit Bhanot to become Secretary General? Number
And
2,
Arvind Chautala facing a
Suresh
CBI charge
Kalmadi
sheet.
and
Yes.
his ilk
No, Sohail has taken
destroyed
that point, but I'm going to be
perceptually.
really out of time. I have to do the
Well,
final words.
you know,
before
Sonia,
on the
well, I don't
panel.
want to say
No,
anything lest I get
Vininder,
beaten
Sohail,
up.
I know you're
Sonia,
responsible.
may I
Let me
make
even
a- may I
Baichung
make-
Bhutia. No,
may-
I'm completely out of time. Let me do the final words with Baichung Bhutia. As you've talked about IOA, IOC, various abbreviations, the fact is an Indian flag. For an athlete, I think the proudest moment is to compete for the Indian flag.
Absolutely.
We've seen medalists in tears on the
Exactly.
podium when
That
they
is
see
the
the Indian
issue.
flag and the national
Exactly.
anthem being played. Is that for you the biggest blow of what's happened today?
Yes, it is a biggest blow at the moment, but I think it's nothing wrong if there is something bad happening for the betterment of the sports person in future. I think it's well to get suspended and
Correct.
and take a time to sort out what the problems we're facing. I think till now I don't see IOA has done anything great for Indian sports person at the moment. So getting suspended sports person not representing India for few months because we have the biggest event now, Asian Games or Commonwealth Games or Olympic is quite far away. So we have time to sort out the mess what we are in at the moment, and sports person suffering for few months, I don't think it's bad for it. If we can improve Indian Olympic Association or sports body on the whole for the betterment of sports in India, I think I don't mind on that.
A complete overhaul of Indian sport along with politicians that be
And
great as
throw
sportsmen
them
like you
out.
on it. Final, we've completely out of time, but thank you all very much. Vininder, I'm completely out of time.
if you just allow me.
I'm completely out of time. I have to wrap.
Throw them out.
Throw them out. Sohail says hashtag. Thanks so much all of you for joining me tonight. Let's just see how this unfolds.
follow
Maybe it will be we
democratic
hit rock
system,
bottom
democracy.
before we can actually climb up and improve. Thanks so much.